Right, now then, this is a video about computers. Now, some of you will be aware that Windows 10 and Windows 11 won't run on an older computer. It demands too much memory and too faster this, that and the other. But you do have an alternative. Now, I was given a while ago a Toshiba Satellite quad-core laptop, and it didn't have any RAM in it, and it didn't have a hard drive in it. Now, a friend of mine, Gareth, who introduced me to Linux Mint 19 a few years ago, and really I've never looked back for just a Land Rover type system you can put on a computer. It doesn't demand too much as far as energy and processing, and it does everything you want. So what I was going to do, I've taken out my video processing hard drive out of this computer, and I've put in a hard drive that I don't know what it is. I've just plugged it in. And also here on this data stick I've downloaded Mint 19 a while ago, this was, from the correct Linux website, and then I had to make this into a bootable drive by using a little program called Rufus. But previously I have burnt CDs from with a Mint on it, and that boots properly. But if you just download Linux Mint or anything like that, and you just cut and paste it and put it onto a data stick like this, it won't work. You've got to make it into a bootable drive, okay, as I say, by using Rufus, little software program. So, and the other thing is, you can only put one on here, you can't have other stuff on here. So what we're going to do now is put that in the USB. Now, I've already sorted this out, that to get to my boot menu, as I start this computer up, I need to press escape, otherwise it will boot off the hard drive. So let's just start this up, and I'm just pressing escape, just gently, because I'm not quite sure. There you go. There. Now then, let's zoom in a bit. So I've pressed escape, and we've got to this DVD. That's the hard drive, the flash drive. So we want to, this is a one-time boot selection. So we've gone down to, just by pressing the up and down arrows, to generic flash disk. Okay, and we just go return. And there we go. This now is booting off that flash drive. So we'll just give it a second or two. Now, the interesting thing about Mint, Linux Mint, is you can run it off a flash drive. As you will see, it's just booting up. Obviously, it's because it's from a USB, it's taking a little bit of time. But you can experiment and play around with Mint in this situation, and then it will say, do you want to it goes there, install Mint. Can you see that? No, you can't. There. So we just zoom out a bit. there it goes install mint where my finger's pressing. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I want to show you a few things about mint before we start. So I think I'll have to, I don't know, let's just see what happens. I'm going to have to zoom in and do all sorts of things. Let's have a look down here at the start. I'll just drag my mouse over here. Okay, so we're just going to there, and it's just like Windows, it's a start menu. I think we just need to come out just slightly. A bit more, maybe. No, that'll be fine. So, there's all sorts of things here, but the thing with Mint is, I'm looking at the internet here. There's Firefox browser already there. There's Thunderbird for your mail, etc. We have a graphics, accessories. There's already Office, LibreOffice already there. Okay, under multimedia we have VLC media player and stuff like that. Okay, then I'm coming up to here, right up there, and that gives you, let me move over here, that gives you all the settings. Where are we? Just down here it's display, and then down there's power manager and keyboard and mouse. So if you're using a laptop and you just don't like that tapping function, you can go to the mouse and switch the tapping off. There's all sorts of stuff you can explore in there. Right, so that's that. So we'll just go up there and switch that off. Now let's come back down to there. Focus. There we go. So we come back to here, and right at the bottom here it says system, and on system you have all sorts of things, including software manager, software sources, system reports. So if you want software, you can, there is within Linux a huge repository of different programs or apps or whatever you want to call them nowadays, and you can get them there. Yeah, and then a little bit further along somewhere here there is update manager, which allows you to update the software you've got, and that's the best way to do it, through the update manager. Anyway, so yeah, we're on update manager. Let's come out of there. So what I wanted to show you was what happens when you install Mint by pressing this here. Now we've got an unknown hard drive, okay, something that came out of some other bit of kit. So I'm going to press install Linux Mint. I think probably have to double click. Something's happening. There we go. Right, let's zoom in on this. The main thing here, don't be frightened of it. Okay, so we want English. It says English there, and I'm going to press continue. Remember, we're working off the USB drive here. So what do we want? We don't want English US, we want English UK. So I've clicked English UK here, and I'm going to continue there. Now it says install third-party software and graphics. Click that. Say yes. That just means that your wireless connections and all that sort of thing, if you're on a laptop, will automatically work. Then I'm going to press continue. Hopefully you're getting all this lot. Oh yeah, it looks like it. So now it's just the little whirly things happening. If you are loading onto a solid state drive, obviously it's a lot quicker. So now we have, this is interesting. It goes install Linux Mint alongside Windows Vista. So obviously that computer, that hard drive has got Windows Vista on it. Erase and install Linux Mint. And those are the two options, or it goes something else. Right, that's creating partitions and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dual boot, which means that install Linux Mint alongside Windows Vista, and then that means that when you fire the computer up, you have a choice. So if you imagine you've got a computer with Windows 7 on it, and you do like parts of Windows 7, but it's getting a bit old and clunky, then, and also they say, oh, don't use it on the internet now, so you can install Linux Mint 19 alongside, and then when you boot your computer up, you get a choice. Yeah, and then you could actually go into the Windows device manager and switch off the Ethernet connection and the wireless for the Windows, so that it can't connect to the internet if you want to. Yeah? But then the Linux will still be, you can still connect to the internet via Linux. Anyway, enough of that rant. So where we're going to go for this top one. Install Linux Mint alongside Windows Vista. And I'm going to press continue. And it goes here. How much do you want? Yeah. And I'm going to go, I don't want that much for Vista because I probably won't be using it. But let's go, just for the case of argument, 25 gig for Linux, nearly 100 gig for Linux, 25 gig for Vista, nearly 100 gig for Linux Mint. Yeah, what do you think? I think that could do. Yeah, and then, you know, if I'm not happy with all of this lot, I could reinstall Linux Mint again and wipe everything. Yeah. Anyway, install now. Yeah. It goes, before you can select the new partition size, any previous changes have to be written to the disk. You cannot undo this operation. That's fine. Please note the resize operation may take a long time. Well, in my experience it doesn't, but I'm going to go continue. And if needs be, we will, there we go, you see. It says, if you continue, the changes listed will be written to the disk. Yeah, and that's the partition changes. Continue. Right, where are we? We're in this band here, because there's the UK. Continue. What shall we put? Choose a password. What should we do? Let's put YouTube. And again. And it goes log in automatically. log in automatically or require my password to log in. Well, this is just an experiment, so I'm just going to go log in automatically. Continue, press continue down there, and it's starting now. I hope you're getting all this lot. It will be a bit of a while because we are working from a USB drive and we're going to a mechanical 2.5-inch laptop hard drive. But I'll get back to you when the next bit happens. Won't be very long though. So we got things here, just general information happening. You could probably just enjoy this and just zone out watching it. But actually, when I loaded, now it's a strange set of circumstances. I was down the scrapyard and a lot of stuff had come in, steel stuff had come in from the local recycling centre, and it comes in one of those big roll-on roll-off bins, and so it gets pushed out in this big huge sort of semi-compressed cube. And I walked along the side of it, it just arrived, I walked along the side of it and pulled out this slimline computer that was in pretty rough condition. I thought, oh, right, what's this? And it turned out to be something weird because it had got a it's got a solid state drive in it, and it got DDR4 RAM in it. Anyway, the solid state drive proved to be a good one, and I put it in that laptop I was talking about. And was it fast to load up or what? It was just absolutely phenomenal. What I did before I put that in the laptop, I had this computer here running on a data stick, on this data stick, and I'd put the SSD in this computer, and because I was running on the data stick, Linux can see Windows and Windows can't see Linux, so you can run on a data stick and view a hard drive. And I looked at what was in that hard drive, and there was Windows 10, but it had never been used. It was quite bizarre. Yeah, so yeah, we're loading VLC and media player now. So that was great. Yeah, I mean, it was only 120 gig solid state drive, but that's more than I need. It's not as if that particular laptop is used for processing a lot of video footage or anything like that. I do use it, I will be using it for teaching, and it seems to be, touch wood, a nice reliable little unit now. It's got quad core in it, and I put 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM in it, and then it's got that solid state drive. Seems to tick over just nicely. You know, I can use it for photos when I'm teaching and all that sort of thing. So we've got photo management software going on now. That says checking the packages for install. Toshiba laptop, I've put Zoom, because it's got quite good microphone and the screen's quite good, so I can use it when I have to do Zoom updates on the various things and meetings and what have you. So there it goes, preparing Thunderbird, and it goes AMD 64. which is obviously the processor. So as you can see, it just chuntles along. Says confirming hardware there, and this is to do with LibreOffice. I don't know if any of you have used one of the modern versions of Windows Office. I can't get on with it. There's just too many. It's like there's too much stuff there, and microscopic little icons that do all sorts of weird stuff. I have got a copy of Office 2003, and I'm quite happy with that. But LibreOffice, I'm quite happy with that now as well. We've got Dropbox, Blender, Steam, whatever that is, which is a digital software delivery system apparently. There's a lot of software here that you can get involved in. There's even one called, and you can go to the repository and just type it in and it will come up. It's sysinfo, which actually, you know, like on Windows you would go to Start and then Control Panel and then System, and it would tell you about it. Well, on this online it should just go to sysinfo and it tells you everything. And then here you've got Wine, which is a method of using Windows programs, a sort of virtual computer or something like that. I've never used it. Some people say it's great, other people just go, it works for some and not for others. So now it goes installing system. You've got to bear in mind that this computer is on the net, but if you were using a laptop with wireless, it would have asked you to put the wireless password in. And we're getting there. See, compared to Windows 7, this is really quite smooth and quick and undemanding. Doing lots of little fiddling things now. Fluctuating from preparing and installing, and then this is that update. Yeah. First of all, you go to it when when it's a fresh install, and you activate it, and then you can either update all the things, or you can click clear and these little ticks disappear, and then you can scroll down to, say, I don't know, Firefox, click that and then click install, and it will just install the update for that one thing. I find it quite useful, whereas you know, Windows is like very clunky. Or Windows 10, you can't not update it, and it's constantly sort of phoning home and telling Microsoft what you've been doing and who you've been looking at and what your data is, and harvesting from you. This big corporate organisations, they have got a lot to answer for, including encouraging people to consume excessively. Yeah, We are what we are. We're not what we consume. Right, here we go. Installation finished, and that was pretty rapid, wasn't it? Yeah. So we can continue testing, or we can restart. Right. So let's go restart now, and then it should ask me to remove the data stick. Right, got Mint 19 or Vista, so we could scroll down, and I don't know whether it will boot off Vista or not. There you go. You see Windows is going, oh, I don't know where I am. This is not me. Yeah, you've done something weird. Whereas Linux would just go, oh yeah, fine. Yeah, I'm a different computer now. I can cope with that. Yeah. So let's escape from that. Perhaps we can't start Windows normally. And you see here, there's the list. Got Linux Mint there, we've got Windows 7, and you can just go down like that and choose, and then you can open what you want. I've just added that because I realised when I was editing that I wasn't showing that boot choice. We're back to there, so let's go to Mint. There we go. So I just put return on that top choice there. And of course, you know, it's taken a little while because it's a new install. And we're coming up with Mint. And it's just working out what it is. And that was a little login thing, but we've said just log in automatically. I can hear the hard drive just making a little bit of noise. Right, here we go. We just need a bit of paper underneath this mouse. Welcome to Linux Mint. Okay, so I'm just going down here to that there. Let me zoom out. I'm just going right. That little square there, the end one, okay, which shows it's a file basically, and that is your file manager. Okay, so here we go. Here's file manager. So let's zoom in. So this tells you everything. So we've got the filing system, we've got Linux Mint, we've got Vista, yeah, okay, and that says data. That is the data stick. Okay, that's Vista. Let's see what's in Vista. See if there's anything in there. All users. There's Adobe, Apple computer, Apple. Oh, maybe this was an Apple computer. And I don't know what these things are here. iTunes. So you can see, you can explore an old hard drive, whether it means anything. Let's see what's in documents. My pictures, my videos. Nothing but sample pictures. My music, sample music. DI cats. Anyway, that's obviously a bit of software. So you can see now, you know, down here we've got, under Andy, we've got documents, music, pictures, videos, downloads. Yeah. Okay, so that's where you would work. So it's one click to get to that. Yeah, and then you can see this is your hard drive. And that is it installed. I'm going to leave you with that. I think that's enough to... anybody who wants to know more about Linux Mint, either search the net or search YouTube for other videos, or if you want to know something specific, I will endeavour to answer you or show a video. And big thanks to my friend Gareth for educating me. Yeah, it just means that an older laptop, you can run it on Linux Mint and it won't be slow and clunky and all that sort of thing. Whereas if you try and put Windows 10 on it, then it would be a nightmare. It would be hanging up and stopping and then going, oh, I don't know. Oh, I've just got to phone home and ask them if I'm allowed to do this. And all that sort of thing. Whereas this is quite rapid, really. So I'm just going to go to... Let me zoom out a bit. Where are we? I'm just going to go to here, down here, right on the corner, to start, and then go there, and we've got log out, restart, shut down or suspend, and I will just shut down. Hope you find this interesting. Let's hear some comments. If you get the chance, just experiment. There's nothing wrong with taking out a hard drive from your computer and putting in another one and then loading Mint on it, and then you can play and you can work out and find out a whole new different way of doing things. So I will catch up with you soon. Cheers for now.